Exercise number one, heel raises. If I had to choose just one exercise to help someone improve their walking, this would be near the top of my list. The muscles in the back of your lower legs, your calves, do much more than help you stand on your tiptoes. Every time you take a step, those muscles squeeze and help push blood back up toward your heart. That's one reason they're often called your second heart. As we grow older, those muscles naturally become weaker if we spend too much time sitting, and weak calves can lead to slower walking, tired legs, poor balance, and even swollen ankles. The good news? They're surprisingly easy to strengthen. Stand behind a sturdy chair or next to a kitchen counter so you have something to hold on to if you need it. Place your feet about shoulder width apart. Now slowly rise onto the balls of your feet, lifting your heels as high as you comfortably can. Hold that position for a second. Then slowly lower your heels back down. Don't rush. The slower you move, the harder your muscles work. Try doing 15 repetitions. Rest for a moment. Then repeat for a second set. If 15 feels like too much, start with 8 or 10. Remember, this isn't a competition. You're not trying to impress anyone. You're simply giving your body a reason to become stronger than it was yesterday. I've learned something after 93 years. Little improvements repeated every day eventually become big improvements, and this simple exercise is a perfect example of that. Now, the next exercise is one that almost nobody talks about. It doesn't require strength, it doesn't require speed, but it may be one of the best ways to prevent falls before they ever happen. Exercise number two, slow mindful walking. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Walter, I already walk every day. Well, that's wonderful. But let me ask you something. When you walk, are you really walking? Or are you simply trying to get from one place to another? There's a difference. One thing I admire about many older people in Japan is that they don't always rush through life. Even something as simple as walking becomes a way of caring for their bodies. They pay attention to each step. Their heel touches the ground first, then the middle of the foot. Finally, they gently push off with their toes. It may sound ordinary, but this simple habit teaches the body to move the way it was designed to move. As we grow older, many of us begin shuffling our feet without even realizing it. Our steps become shorter, our posture leans forward. Before long, our balance starts disappearing. That's why slowing down can actually help you move better. Here's something I'd like you to try tomorrow morning. Whether you're walking through your living room, down your driveway, or around the block, slow your pace by about half. Yes, half. Feel your heel touch first. Roll through your foot. Push off gently with your toes. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Look straight ahead instead of down at your feet. And don't forget to breathe. Just 3 to 5 minutes of walking this way can improve your balance, strengthen the muscles in your legs, and make every step feel more confident. It isn't about walking farther, it's about walking better. I've learned that quality almost always beats quantity, especially after 60. Now, let's move on to something that many people avoid because they think it looks too difficult. But don't worry, there's a simple way to do it safely. Exercise number 3, the wall sit. If you've ever found yourself grunting while standing up from a chair, This exercise is for you. If climbing stairs leaves your thighs burning, this exercise is for you. If your knees feel weak after standing for a few minutes, yes, this exercise is definitely for you. The muscles on the front of your thighs are some of the hardest working muscles in your body. They help you stand up, sit down, walk uphill, climb stairs, and keep your knees stable every single day. The trouble is, they become weaker if we don't challenge them. That's where the wall sit comes in. Find a sturdy wall in your home. Stand with your back against it. Take a small step forward with your feet. Now slowly slide your back down the wall until you're in a comfortable seated position. It doesn't have to be very low. Even a slight bend in your knees is enough when you're just getting started. Hold that position for 10 to 15 seconds, then slowly stand back up, rest for a moment, and repeat. As your legs become stronger, you can gradually hold the position for 20, 30, even 60 seconds. Now here's something important. You should feel your muscles working. You should not feel sharp pain in your knees. There's a big difference. A little muscle burn means you're getting stronger. Joint pain means it's time to stop and adjust. Always listen to your body. One thing I've learned over 93 years is that strength isn't built by pushing through pain. It's built by showing up consistently. A few seconds today, a few more tomorrow. And before you know it, standing up from your favorite chair doesn't seem nearly as difficult as it used to. Now, the next exercise may surprise you. It doesn't involve walking. It doesn't involve lifting weights. In fact, you'll spend most of the time standing perfectly still. Yet this simple habit has helped countless older adults improve one of the most important skills for staying independent: their balance. Exercise number 4, standing on one leg. Now let me ask you a simple question. When was the last time you stood on one leg? Most folks laugh when I ask them that. They say, Walter, probably when I was putting on my pants this morning. But here's the funny thing. Every single day, whether you realize it or not, your body spends a brief moment standing on just one leg. Every step you take is actually a tiny balancing act. The problem is, as we get older, those little muscles around our ankles, hips, and core begin to weaken if we don't use them. And when those muscles weaken, our balance suffers. That's often how falls begin, not because we're weak, but because we lose our ability to steady ourselves in that split second when we stumble. Many older adults in Japan practice balancing on one leg while brushing their teeth, waiting for the kettle to boil, or standing in the kitchen. It doesn't interrupt their day. It becomes part of their day. Here's how you can do it safely. Stand beside a sturdy chair or a kitchen counter. Place one hand nearby in case you need it. Now slowly lift one foot just a few inches off the floor. You don't need to lift it high. Keep your eyes looking straight ahead instead of down. Take slow, steady breaths. Hold that position for 10 or 15 seconds, then switch legs. If you wobble, that's perfectly normal. Don't get discouraged. Every little wobble is your body learning to become more stable. As the weeks go by, try working your way up to 30, then 45, and eventually 60 seconds on each leg. I can tell you from experience, confidence doesn't come from hoping you won't fall. It comes from knowing your body is prepared if you lose your balance. And that's exactly what this exercise teaches. Now, the next exercise has been practiced in Japan for centuries. It comes from the martial arts, but don't let that intimidate you. You don't need to throw a single punch. Exercise number 5, the horse stance. The first time I heard about the horse stance, I pictured something only martial artists could do. Turns out I was completely wrong. It's one of the simplest ways to build strong legs. Stand with your feet a little wider than your shoulders. Point your toes slightly outward. Now slowly bend your knees and lower yourself just a little, as if you're about to sit on a very wide chair. Keep your back nice and straight. Don't lean forward. Don't worry about going too low. Even a shallow bend is enough when you're starting out. Hold the position for 10 or 15 seconds, then slowly stand back up, rest, and repeat. You'll probably feel your thighs working before long. That's exactly what we want. Those muscles are responsible for helping you stand, walk, climb stairs, and stay steady on your feet. Over time, try adding a few more seconds. The goal isn't to see how long you can suffer. The goal is simply to become a little stronger than you were yesterday. One thing I've noticed over the years is that strength doesn't disappear overnight. It fades quietly. But the wonderful news is that it can also return quietly, one small habit at a time. And that brings us to our final exercise. Oddly enough, it's something children do without thinking, but many adults stop doing somewhere along the way. Exercise number 6, the deep resting squat. If you've ever watched children play, you've probably noticed something. They can squat down for several minutes without complaining, then they stand right back up like it's nothing. Most adults can't. Somewhere along the journey through life, we traded the floor for chairs. Little by little, our hips became tighter, our ankles became stiffer, our legs became weaker. In many parts of Japan, older adults still spend time close to the floor, getting down, standing back up, moving naturally throughout the day. That simple habit helps maintain flexibility and strength that many people lose. Now, don't worry if a full squat feels impossible. Mine certainly doesn't look like it did 40 years ago, and that's okay. Here's what I'd recommend. Stand near a sturdy chair, countertop, or door frame. Slowly lower yourself only as far as feels comfortable. Keep your heels on the floor if you can. If not, that's perfectly fine. Use support whenever you need it. Hold the position for 10 or 15 seconds. Then slowly stand back up. As your body becomes more comfortable, you can gradually stay there a little longer. Never force the movement. This isn't about proving anything. It's about gently reminding your body that it's still capable of moving well. And believe me, your future self will thank you for it.